Hello, humans and pets. Today we are in the subway.
Wow.
Not really. We're in a car, and we're going to be trying some Subway. That's why I said it.
Subway Footlong Nachos.
If you didn't read the title, these are the Footlong Nachos. We got a steak and a chicken one, maybe.
Yeah,
We're
we
gonna
don't
be
know
seeing
what we
how they
got.
are. It's a foot long. I didn't bring a tape measure. I'll just trust
at least
them.
a foot long. I don't
It
know.
seems a lot larger than a foot, though.
I'm assuming. Oh, it just slides out. Okay, I was wondering how we're gonna actually open it, but
Look at this.
You got the. What do you got? You got the chicken. How appropriate is that?
Ready?
Okay, you ready?
Calling me a chicken?
So now,
Is this the chicken? No,
Yeah.
this is definitely steak.
this looks like steak to me.
We could double steak in it.
Really? They didn't do
Yeah,
a chicken?
it's double steak.
All
I
right.
think, unless it's half and half. No,
I don't know. This looks like
it
steak.
doesn't look like good steak.
Well,
But it looks like they
I
have
wasn't
steak,
sure.
so-
So we'll see what happens.
I kind of messed it
We'll
up.
just take it out.
Oh,
What are you gonna put it in there for?
well, I thought it was cool.
Okay.
I like the packaging. Plus for packaging.
Yep.
Way better than the stupid KFC Dunkin' bucket.
Good. I mean,
That's dumb. You can't even eat. You can't grab the food.
let's go. How much?
$6.
Okay, $6.
It's the same as their cookie, I think. I think it
Okay.
was $6, and their brownie and all that stuff. All their footlong stuff is $6.
All right, so they get a negative on
Not
on
$5 footlong.
presentation. Let's get right into
Now
it.
this has Dorito chips.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it is a Dorito
It's
collab.
a Dorito collab. I'm surprised they didn't put Doritos in a grinder. Probably next.
Now we were just talking
But-
about this the other day. I mean, right before we went and grabbed this, that they
Jalapenos.
remember when we did the Taco Bell nacho box. I think it
Yes.
wasn't that much more money, and you got way more chips. But
Right. Back in the day.
right, let's
Now
see.
there's red onion on here, tomato, which I'm surprised by. You have red onion. I already said that. Cheese, jalapeno.
First of all, you can't go wrong with that cheese.
No.
You know what I mean?
And you can't go wrong with nachos.
No, nachos is just a happy snack.
Now there's
They have
two
a
different
generous amount of-
sauces here.
Yeah.
This seems like a chipotle
Mm-hmm.
and like a cheese sauce. And shredded cheese. But you get like I think it's a chipotle. It tastes like that. Like one of their sauces.
I like the tang of the jalapeno.
Mm-hmm.
Gives me that feel of zip.
Freshness of the onion and tomato.
You know,
There's nothing not to not like.
no,
Or does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everything's good here. Everything's fine.
you know, I really don't see a negative on this. Like, say you wanted, oh, I'm not feeling a grinder. Or I want something different. You know, I like these better than the little, what were they? The little snack ups, the roll ups that they had. You know what I mean? This has is this my best nacho I ever had? No.
No.
Is
but
it anywhere near the worst nacho I ever had? Absolutely not.
these taste good.
I do like the
The
flavors.
Doritos help a ton.
Uh-huh.
If it wasn't Doritos, I would
Right.
probably give it a 4. Doritos are star of the show here, and that's a good thing because that's the item that is collabed with.
But you're starting with a good chip. That's
Yes.
no, I agree with that.
starting with a good chip,
But
and they're not soggy.
No.
Which, from the packaging, I thought it was going to be,
I agree.
but there's like a hole there, I guess, and that probably lets the steam out. I thought it was going to get steamed up, but it's not.
You know,
so
it's not. You're not great. It's not grade A steak or
yeah,
anything
you're
like
not
that.
gourmet in it over here.
But
you know,
I agree
but-
with you. The tomatoes fresh, the onions fresh. The two sauces actually work very well together. I really didn't think I was going to like this. I really think I like this.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Subway sauces are always the star of the show for me
Mhm.
because their bread is kind of subpar a lot of the time, and their ingredients they're a lot better now
Right.
than they used to be. But you could give or take.
I almost wanted to have you get a BLT
But-
sandwich just because I won from
BMT?
No, they have a BLT too.
Oh,
And just because the one that we just
Oh,
had from
Panera.
Panera was so sad, I just wanted to see, you know what I mean, to give these guys a shot.
Mhm.
I agree. I mean, you're starting with a decent chip, you know what I mean? I like the Doritos.
Mhm.
There's a lot more stuff on here than I thought was going to be on here.
it's not giving, at least because of the steak.
Mhm.
It's not giving nacho as much as walking taco. Because it's the Dorito, and that's what I
Mhm.
associate the Dorito and the cheese sauce with, more than a nacho. Not in a bad way.
No, I like
really enjoy it.
it. No,
It's a very simple item, probably
Mm-hmm.
for them to make. You kind of just throw stuff in a bowl and, hope for the best. But, I think it's very good.
Mhm. the biggest difference, and we don't say this very often about Subway stuff, is the freshness of the red onion. The freshness of the jalapeno actually has a nice bite to it today. And sometimes you get some are better than others. You know, I buy jalapenos all the time. And it's, you know, it varies from jar to jar.
Right. Now,
These are actually
pickled
tasty.
jalapenos.
They're pickled, right.
That's to be expected on a nacho anyways.
But that's what gives that little tang that you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the sauces blend really well together. I can almost do with more sauce, but then I think you risk it being soggy. But it's the right amount of everything for me. Like, almost.
I'll agree with you. I was almost 100% going to be on the sog side. Like, I was almost guaranteed. And just looking at it, it didn't look like there was a lot of stuff on it. But as you're eating it, there's a lot more meat and onions and stuff than it looked like.
Right. Would I like more? Sure.
Oh, 100%.
But for $6, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's in line with the rest of their menu.
I'm trying to remember. I want to say when we got that big box from Taco Bell, it was like a special for $9.99. Was that a better deal? Sure. Do I think this has more stuff to it? Yes.
Yeah.
Would I like it bigger? Yes, I would. Like, I would like this as a big.
Lost it.
You know, but then again, I'm fat. You know, this is a foot long, so you can't really, you know what I mean? But this is very good. I'm going to try to get this big bite in my mouth.
Yeah, it's very good. There hasn't been one chip where I don't have topping to go with. And that's something that's very rare on a nacho. Normally, you get a nacho, all the stuff is stacked in the middle.
Right.
And you have the ones on the outside that are extra crispy that have nothing. I'm not getting that here.
No.
Which is very cool, and I wonder if it's layered. I don't think it is, but just how it's built in this container.
I was going to say.
The chips are, like, stacked on the side, and it creates, like, a canopy of goodness for the other stuff, you know? Which is cool, whether that was purposeful or not. You know, but I do like the whole footlong, everything's a footlong at Subway.
I do like that, too.
Because that's their advertisement.
Yeah.
But that's their marketing, you know, and it works. Because eating a footlong nacho versus it in a normal square or rectangle container, this is way more enjoyable to me.
I will agree with you, too. The Doritos are definitely doing a lot of heavy lifting. Because it's just a better version of the chip. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it just is.
Yes.
Just wouldn't be as good.
No, not nearly as good.
If it was just a regular tortilla chip. That is definitely...
Or Lay's, ew, you know? But no, really, like, I wish I had a Cool Ranch version. I like Cool Ranch more. Nacho cheese is the most sensical.
Right.
Because it has already that nacho cheese nacho flavor. Right. I think a Flaming Hot one would be cool to see later down the line. I do wish we had the chicken to compare, but the steak one's very good.
No.
So.
In full disclosure, we tried to have the chicken one to compare. We figured we'd get one of each. That way we could try it.
So that is down points.
Right.
Mentally, because we didn't get the item.
We didn't get the item we actually ordered. But these are both very good.
Yeah. It is tasty. One day we will.
Yeah, well, that's part of doing it. You know what we're going to do. We'll say they do have a couple new hot honey sandwiches.
Yeah,
it's not the same hot honey. But if you guys want to see that, leave a comment down below. We can always come back.
Right, they do have.
We're due to find one we actually like. You know what I mean? But I've never had.
In reference to the KFC hot honey we tried in the past.
Well, a lot of them.
That wasn't good.
And the Chick-fil-A, we did a honey one that you didn't like. You know what I mean? There's been a few.
They extra honeyed my honey. That was really bad. I don't know what happened to that one.
No.
Yours was way better.
Oh, it was.
But what you gonna do?
Yeah, yours was doused in it. This is very good. I mean, it's not crazily priced.
Looking for some salty, cheesy.
It's a good snacky item. You know what I mean? Like you're not starving. You don't want to eat a whole grinder. I mean, we never went and got like their meal deal. That's still a good deal to me. If for like $6.99 or whatever it is, you get a 6-inch sub, a drink, and a bag of chips. You know that's and it changes every day, which is the one of the day. It's just
which is annoying to me. I wish they just let you pick out of a few.
I agree, but then again, you know,
it depends how busy. It's easier to just make the sub of the day over and over again. Don't get me wrong, but you know, I do wish it was.
But let's just say there was one across the street from your office building. You get a different sub every day. You know
Unless
what I
I
mean?
don't like that sub.
Unless you
I feel
don't
like a
like
lot
that.
of people who go to Subway are picky. Am I afraid to say that?
I don't know. You're not afraid. You said it.
I'm not afraid. I said it, and I mean it. Everybody who eats Subway is like, oh, I just want a ham and cheese, no mustard, no ketchup, no mayo, no relish, no sauce, no cheese, no mayo, no ham, no bread, no pickle, no. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But you'll be watching somebody online, and they'll say like 18 different ingredients, and then they'll say remove half of those.
No.
Every time.
That's the one good thing about Subway. They do make it your way. You know what I mean? So
sure.
The more you keep eating this, I'm a fan. I am a fan.
Nachos are great.
That you can't go wrong with nachos.
Nachos
You really
is simple.
can't. No.
You can't go wrong with Doritos.
No.
Great collab on their end. I'm surprised. I mean, I wonder if Subway is the same like distributor as Taco Bell, because there might be some beef, no pun intended, between the two chains.
I don't know.
Because they have the Doritos Locos Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Not having a Dorito Nacho at Taco Bell. It's very odd that Subway pulled in that Doritos Nacho collab. Like, this is Taco Bell's thing.
Yeah. Oh.
So I wonder what's going on there. Not really. I could care less.
Right.
But just to bring it up, I feel like it's odd to find a nacho item at Subway specifically tied to a collaborator that Taco Bell works with frequently.
I actually just I said it anyways. It's just weird to have a nacho item at Subway. Period. Never mind the Doritos end of it, where I just I assumed this was not going to be good, and I would 100% get this again. This is just tasty. Like if I'm just snacky, because what's better than nachos for a little snack? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This is a win for me, and it's not like outrageous. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but I always, you know, I found it funny when you go to Red Robin and you get a little French bread pizza. That's not what they're known for. You know what I mean? So this is like,
this is what they're known for, but it's very good.
Yeah.
Unlike the pizza from Red Robin.
I never had it, but
Kobe used to.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
I get it. It's an option if you're not in the mood for what they do.
Go for it.
Right.
Mine's gone.
No,
I recommend it.
I do.
I
like the two sauces, honestly. I don't know if you can see the difference. It is like a chipotle and a cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Which adds it's just a different flavor.
And the jalapenos have a little bit of a spice.
This is a hit. It really is.
Would
I like another one? Yep.
Sure.
But this
and
is
I would love
good.
to do some innovations. Maybe when Halloween rolls around, if they bring the ghost pepper back on the menu, if this still stays.
Yeah.
Depending on how many people are going to get it. I haven't seen much advertisement pushed.
No, I haven't
a lot
either.
of marketing comparatively to that brownie during the holidays. That was it a, you know, like the Oreo brownie was everywhere.
Right.
I'm not seeing much. Maybe I'm just not in that sphere anymore. But
on 410, I believe it's there. You have to check the app anyways. But I think if you buy like a sandwich, you get a free nacho on that day. So that's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
Just
Which
you'll
is
have to
cool
check
to get
their
people
app.
to try it. Weird that they didn't do it when they launched it. Maybe the app gets it early and the menu gets it later.
That's why I thought.
But
that's why I thought it wasn't coming out till 410 because it said coming soon.
This seems like the best footlong item that they have besides a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see like if I'm eating with somebody else, we both get like a sandwich or half a sandwich, and then we split.
And you split this, right? It's a good happy item.
It's really like if you already buy a bag of chips on the side, you're already paying. Like
this is a better version of the bag of chips for sure.
It's just a doctored up version of that, which is it's cool. I wish they did it with Sun Chips. But hey, you know, that's me. You could also, because Sun Chips are more branded healthy. Not that they are, of course, a whole grain or whatever, but they're more branded healthy. I'm surprised they didn't go down that avenue.
And they might be harder to get too. I don't know.
Oh, 100%.
That's
Probably
probably the reason why. Cost effective and
also,
it's just easier.
Who pays more?
Right.
Or who you gotta pay more for, you know? But
well, and they're more niche. Not everybody likes
but
Sun
the whole
chips.
eat fresh, eat healthy slogan kind of branding that Subway has with the green coloring, you know, reminds me of lettuce and vegetables.
Which makes it funny that they made nachos, but
and that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a pivot. Sure, they already had like a cookie, footlong brownie, all that stuff, but it is kind of odd to me. I mean, I understand Taco Bell, you know, they're like, oh, Mountain Dew and Doritos is like they're the people who eat Taco Bell also eat that. So having a Mountain Dew flavor and having the Doritos Locos Tacos is brilliant. Because you're feeding into that market.
Right.
Here, I'm not sure who's eating Subway that isn't like a I like salad, and I'm an office worker, and my best friend's name is Kathy.
Well,
Shout out to all the Kathys out there.
it's
but
funny because I just said right before
it seems odd.
we did this review, and he was making fun of me. I'm like, huh, I was really in the mood for a grinder coming here today. I didn't realize this
and
was
I said,
even right. He was making fun of me, but I don't miss it now.
No,
this was actually
nachos are good.
This was very good.
I
this
really,
was actually very.
I wish they had a sub crunch, but instead of like the grinder, how they have the sub crunch ingredient, which whatever that is. I wish they replaced it with Doritos.
Flavor wise, I gotta be honest. This is better than some of the I don't want to the sit down restaurants when I've gone.
This
and
is
I've
one of the
gotten,
better items we've had this year.
What I'm saying, I've gone and got nacho as an appetizer, and you just barely get a little cheese sauce on it. You're not getting the fresh onions. Like this is a better version of some of the nachos I've had at like Applebee's or.
You
like,
expect like I expected just canned nacho cheese.
Yeah.
And then maybe a few onion and stuff, and sure, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Baja Chipotle sauce, I'm assuming, is what it is. It tastes like that. It really helps it. It adds that freshness to the sauce ingredient, but there's also like good onions, tomatoes, jalapenos that I didn't expect.
Everything tasted fresh, and it actually
very tasty.
Again, it was no Bar Harbor, one that we did. You know
sure,
what I mean?
yeah, we went to Bar Harbor, which is a place in Maine, USA. If you don't know, and they had this.
That was epic.
The Bar Harbor Brewery.
Yep, that's who we were.
We went up top onto their like top deck outside area.
If you're ever in that area, best nachos I've ever had in my life, and that was layered. So
and you were gonna get a normal meal.
I was,
and I got the appetizer for myself, and they're like, hold on a second.
It's huge.
Because I'm always a appetizer main course kind of guy, unfortunately.
We ate it for 3 days.
Or pasta.
And
that's what I got.
Like we went at it. It was huge.
It was a lot of food. I'm talking like it was an appetizer for like a party of 18.
Oh, it was one of the best nachos I've ever had.
Who knows how it is now? That was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that was a good surprise when you get that. But that being said,
they were like, don't get your meal. Just
like
split it.
When I used to go to that one restaurant that Dean loved, I'd get the thing, and it was barely chips with a little bit of cheese.
Sure.
I mean, this was like, again, it was upgraded because the Doritos are good on their own. But this was one of the better nachos I've had.
It's also like this is to be expected because it's not advertised. Sure, it's under the side category on their app, but it's more of a main course than a side.
This is one of the best
in
sides
my mind.
Like one of the best sides I've had from them.
I mean, forget about the mashed potato poppers.
Oh no, this
like side in general. Like it's on the same realm as nacho fries, like the loaded nacho fries, except there's a lot more chips than you get nacho fries in those.
The thing is,
quality of the meat's worse.
I know they
a few other things.
They don't sell burgers and stuff, but if the burger and the side of this, I'd be in heaven. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, this is so. If I did like a 6-inch sub in the side of this, that'd be great. That'd be great.
I don't think I need to eat that much. Like me personally, I'm good with this.
Right.
I don't weigh a lot, and I also don't eat a lot.
I'm hungry still, but this was delicious. So there you go.
You're gonna be eating the cardboard.
I'm gonna be licking the cardboard as soon as the camera goes off. You'll be like, nom nom.
Yeah, so, A+ to the packaging.
No, everything about it. This is a win. Yeah. This is a win. Where lately we've been having a lot of fails. Yep. I would 100% get this again.
And I wonder what's next from Subway.
Well, we'll see.
Because I'm curious where they're trying to go with this. Because nachos is kind of a bold move for them, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they're going to crumble up some of these and put it on a sandwich.
If they don't, that's stupid.
That's a loss on their part. Yeah,
it's a no-brainer.
Because again, honestly. Doritos, it's much like
it
when
depends
they did
if Doritos wants their Dorito. Because I understand Dorito wanting it to be a separate item that like is branded with them.
Right.
If it's just a topping or an ingredient, it kind of makes Doritos.
They did it with Fritos at the Frito chickens and other stuff that we had. You know what I mean?
So
this is just a better version. So
the question is Doritos too good for that?
No. Well, time will tell. But. Well, there you go.
This is a classic dish, walking taco vibes.
Yeah.
I'm sure the chicken's fine. I'd rather have the steak. I mean, both of these are just kind of boring meat.
It is, but it wasn't off-putting in any ways. It wasn't dry.
Use a cucumber, and you can't really customize the toppings.
I mean, look at when we went to Chipotle, and they had that brisket that it was crunchy, and you couldn't even eat it.
Chipotle,
you know what I mean?
Though.
Well, and again, speaking of Chipotle, they got something new too. So if you want to see something that is new, leave a comment down below.
Check out Less Cash More Mash. Link in the description. They have fun over there. They do whiskey reviews. If that's something you're into, go check it out. Less Cash More Mash. Search bar Less Cash More Mash down in the description. Click it.
All right. Well, there you go.
Subscribe.
That's our review. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.